Yo, what is up guys, Dimeo's back with a brand new video, and we're back on some more Call of Duty World War II. Holy fucking shit, these guys are doing so good. And on that note, I'm leaving that game because I'm not playing against the whole Optic roster in one fucking game. I just kind of realized I fucked up because I meant to actually open up all my supply drops in this video, but then I realized I actually don't want to open up all of my supply drops because the weapons haven't come out. So now I have to try and like improvise this video and try to be funny. Good luck to me on that. I mean, one thing I can talk about is the fact that I quit my job. And no, before you guys come at me, it wasn't like a serious job or whatever. It was just kind of a shitty job that I've had since I was 14 years old, but never ended up quitting because I didn't see the point in quitting. If you guys are wondering what I was working as a stock clerk at a shitty little corner store just across the road from me. And you guys are probably thinking, why the fuck would you just quit this job out of nowhere? Well, actually, there's a pretty good reason why I would quit this job, because I was only working 1 day a week for 3 hours. Yes, I have been working a job for over 2 years for that little amount of time every single week. And you know, sometimes I wonder why people don't think I'm smart. I'm not exactly gonna talk about how much I made because quite frankly I'm not very proud of it. I mean, yeah, I can't buy subscribers or views anymore. I know, it fucking sucks. I've actually been loving this game a lot lately. I recently came across this small little thing that will just make you a little bit better at this game. Basically, what made me enjoy this game a hell of a lot more is a small little thing called leaving the game. You know, it's come to the point where I'm not even stubborn anymore. If I'm in a game and someone is absolutely smacking my ass, I mean, I'll thank them before I leave, but I'm not gonna deal with that shit anymore. If someone is completely destroying me, I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, I want easy players. I'm playing public match. I'm not playing ranked play. I just want to lick some boy pussies with ease. But yeah, as I was saying earlier in the video, I ended up quitting my job. And in fact, today was actually my last day. I ended up going in for my last day. I gave my 2 weeks notice a few weeks back, and man, those 3 hours that I had to work this week, so difficult. Like, the 3 hours I had to work at this shop were shitty. Imagine having to work like a proper full-time job where you go in for like 9 hours a day. 3 hours was already inconvenient, so I don't want to fucking work any more than that. That was already a huge hassle, so I might as well just find something better for myself. And by better, I mean I'm probably just gonna end up on social welfare and inject heroin for the rest of my life, if I could even fund it. I'm only kidding, by the way. I'm not actually gonna do that. Like, you know, go to school, do well in school, and, you know, get yourself a good fucking job. Don't do drugs and end up on the streets or some shit. But yeah, I walked into work today, and I noticed that there's a new guy in there, and he's a little bit younger than me, actually. The guy was 15 years old, which is perfectly fine. I started working there when I was 14. So I walk in, and I'm about ready to start my shift, and this guy looks at me, and he goes, "I'm taking your place." And I looked at him, in my head I was like, wait, I know this guy. This guy is like a friend of a friend of a friend. I know his name. We're not really like, you know, great friends or anything like that, but I know the guy. And as soon as he said that he was taking my place, I was just like, you can't be a worse worker than I was. Like, no joke, when I first started working, I was a really, really bad boy. Like, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing in that job. I'm honestly surprised that they never fired me. But eventually I got the hang of it. I wasn't a piece of shit worker anymore, and you know, they didn't fire me. I actually stayed there for a good few years. Now, were those few years worth it? No, not really. Shit pay. Shit pay, shit hours. Now, that's not the reason that I quit the job. I ended up quitting the job just because school and YouTube are a little bit more important. However, if I do end up joining Red, fuck school. I'm going to put every single little bit of effort I can into making this even better than it already is. I'm talking about YouTube, by the way. Like, if I do end up joining Red, the first thing I'm going to focus on is getting, like, better equipment, a better microphone, better webcam, better PC, and I'm going to upload such good videos every single day. Just kidding, my videos are fucking perfect. Dude, I have this one hair on my face, and it's annoying the shit out of me. There we go, I got it. But anyway, I was talking to the manager, and today we just kind of had a laugh because he was like, "Oh, are you gonna miss us?" And I looked at him in a really weird way. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna miss this place so much. Like, working 3 hours a week, man, I've spent so much time in that place. It's basically like home at this point. But anyway, so the new guy started working, and I had to actually show him around and like teach him how to do certain things before I left. He had the same hours as me. He was only working 3 hours. So basically, any work I was doing in the space of that 3 hours, I just had to show it to him so that he knew what the deal was. And while we were working, my manager kind of walks past us and goes, "How's it going, boys?" And I kind of looked at him and I went, "It's going good, Poppy." No, but in reality, I told the guy that everything's going fine and that the new guy is already a better worker than I am. And my manager has the audacity to turn around and go, "Oh, that wouldn't be too difficult." And I looked at him, I was like, "Thanks, man, I really appreciate it." Nah, but in all seriousness, it actually wasn't that bad. We just kind of had a laugh. He was obviously just messing. He wasn't serious. Or at least I hope he wasn't serious. I really hope I wasn't that bad of a worker. Nah, but we were talking about when I first started working there, and he was saying how when I first started off, I was terrible, and I had no idea what I was doing. Initially, when I wanted to quit this job, my mom was completely fine with it, but then she started talking to me about it last night and goes, you should probably keep the job. And I was like, why? I already gave in my 2 weeks notice that I'm going to quit. Why would I keep it now all of a sudden? And she goes to me, it's just handy to have that money. Like, think of the amount of money you'll be down. And I'm like, it's really not that much. I only work 3 hours a fucking week. But I just wanted to make my own decision. If I didn't want to work there anymore, you know, I didn't really care what my mom had to say because I'm such a rebel and a bad boy. I'm 12 now. I can do what I want, Mom. I mean, I'm not actually 12. I'm 17. Still got the mindset of a 12-year-old though. Well, that was a hell of a game. I did so good that game. Woo! 12 and 16. Red material right here. But anyway, in conclusion, I ended up quitting that job. And some of you guys are probably asking, like, why did you quit a job if it was only 3 hours a week? It's not necessarily the 3 hours that I had. It's mainly just the timing and how inconvenient those 3 hours a week were. The Saturday morning was just hugely inconvenient for me because Friday, I just want to stay up and just grind Call of Duty, make my videos and all that stuff. And then Saturday morning, I have to go to work for a few hours, which completely disables me from being able to do that. I can't stay up Friday nights because, as I said in the previous video, I have epilepsy. I need to make sure I get the right amount of sleep, and if you expect me to start hauling boxes while I'm shaking on the ground, fuck that. To me, the inconvenience just simply wasn't worth the money, and I wasn't exactly the happiest person working there either. A reason why I wasn't happy working at that job isn't actually because the job was bad or anything. It's just because the place reminds me of my past, if that makes any sense. I'm not exactly going to go into detail, but just going to that place every single Saturday morning just reminded me a little bit too much of something from my past that really hurts. I know it seems like a really stupid thing and it seems really picky, and in all fairness it probably is very picky, but I just simply don't want to be in an environment that reminds me of my painful past, if that makes any sense. I don't know, all of these reasons why I quit this job might just sound really stupid to you guys, and that's completely fine. You're allowed to have your opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of how I quit my job that I only worked 3 hours at. It totally deserved a full video. Anyway, before this video ends, I kind of want to address something that I saw in the comments of yesterday's video. I mentioned in yesterday's video that I didn't know if my videos were long enough and all this stuff, and I got a comment from somebody that said that my videos should try to reach 10 minutes, which is completely fine. I appreciate the constructive criticism. Like, I'm happy that that person gave their opinion. I appreciate the feedback, and from now on, I'm going to try more often to make videos that are, you know, reaching that 10-minute mark. I can't do it all the time because, quite frankly, the stories that I get into, which I actually have quite a few in mind that I'm probably going to mention in my next video, also something to do with Sane, so stay tuned. Daddy Royalty's listening to us. So yeah, I'll try to make my videos a little bit longer, try and reach that 10-minute mark, although I can't guarantee it, and I really do apologize for people that wanted longer videos. I know I'm such a good YouTuber that you just want to see more of me. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. I'll have my last run up across the screen. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.